Certified squad, we living large in the city blocks. Hustle hard, we keep it real, avoid the fake talks. From the boombox to the podcast waves, we reign, engraved in the culture. Can't stick this ball and chain and survive that neo soul. Make your spirit grow, rhythm, flow, melodies that make your heart glow. Ooh, out the mud, back at it, Certified Squad.
Man, I miss y'all.
Miss you too.
Man, I miss everyone. I miss
Hell yeah.
everyone of fandom right now. I am like geeking out right now. Just so much is happening in the fandom universe, and I'm geeking out.
And I feel like we went to the store and didn't come back fast enough when the world maybe needed us the most. Because I
Yeah.
really felt like we should have been there for Ironheart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Well, I did do a couple of individual posts, so that was okay.
yeah. That was good. Ironheart, yo, F the freaking Ironheart haters.
Yeah.
Ironheart is so off the chain, and even though it wasn't like a big comic story or her own and everything like that, it still was a story that was needed, and
Mm-hmm.
it also introduced a villain that we've been waiting on for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Mephisto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mephisto. Yeah, he's like manifesting. No, Mephisto.
Mephisto, yeah.
And we thought we was gonna
Mephisto.
Ben get Mephisto through like the Scarlet Witch stuff and Agatha all along, but here he pops up in Chicago.
Yeah.
And was I the only one who was late to the party to realize that was Borat?
Yeah. No, I had to Google it.
Yeah, I knew it was Borat, but I didn't truly recognize him until somebody told me it was Sacha Baron or whatever his real name is.
Yeah.
Sacha.
Yeah, like I didn't notice it off face value. I'm like, this brother look familiar. Kind of like, like in New Jack City when Christopher Williams is like, I know this, Like,
yeah. Man, yo, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It really disappoints me that the hate comics is supposed to be comics and fantasy is supposed to be the place where the good guys are good, like where we all come to. It's like when hip hop first started, you had a white guy, you didn't know his politics.
Yeah.
You just assumed he was cool.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the same thing. And then you find, and now granted, maybe they're bots, but they're not all bots. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not all bots. And it's a sobering reality that we have to face in every form, even in the fantasy of comics. And I told people Riri is not made up. She wasn't. It's actually from the books, the source material.
Yeah.
Now I will tell you all this. There's another character that's coming out, and that's Wonder Man. And Wonder Man is black in the MCU, and he was white. He was a white guy in the comics. Yeah, and now he's black.
Okay.
So when you think about the hatred iceberg, where do you feel like, what is the hierarchy, right? Do you feel like people hate women more, black women more, or they're just over what's going on in the sci-fi space? Because we've seen this also too with we didn't really see it hard with Captain Marvel when the first one came out. At least we didn't see it with the dollars, because like Captain Marvel made $1 billion.
Yeah.
But when Miss Marvel came out on Netflix, and I interviewed the young lady who played her, and I was like, hey, like, how are you? Are you good?
Yeah.
Because I knew they were coming. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
not only is she a woman of Middle Eastern descent, however, on the flip side of things, Miss Marvel is like one of the most streamed shows on Disney Plus for that time, because okay, people hate how they hate over here, but once you get on other parts of the world, people a little bit more accepting of still not black people, but people that are like closer up the bag hue. And then the Marvels did what it did, and then you saw the hatred for the black Jedi on Star Wars Obi-Wan, and the way that it was treated with the Acolyte, and it just seems to be a repeating pattern.
I think it's women, then black people, and then everyone else. But I do think woman is at the top. Even with, and then also too with the advancement of technology, of the way that people are able to kind of manipulate the algorithm, and then and everything like that. I think that So it comes to us as like even more, like but back then around the time of Miss Marvel, that was a time of the Women's March. Like we also have to look at the politics of the world. We're in a major like nat like Christian white nationalism, MAGA wave right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that right there is even making it even more for them to even hate on Ironheart. You know what I'm saying? And then like we have but during the time, I mean, they made Miss Marvel during the time when we did the Women's March. Because it was like woman empowerment. Wonder Woman did very well because it was the time of the Women's March. You know what I'm saying? Like it was that way of like what, so storytelling, one thing about Hollywood, even though it was all in the comics first, but they make a decision on what should come out. And Hollywood looks at the climate of the world, the politics of the world, of what they're going to put out. And I think that they looked at Ironheart as, man, was this a time for us to put this out? And they put it out. I mean, it's a story that's needed because we need something to counteract what's happening in the world. But I think that's the reason why it wasn't renewed for a second season.
Well, I don't think it wasn't. It hasn't been canceled.
No,
Like, the jury's still out on Ironheart on that.
Oh, okay, because I thought they said it wasn't being renewed on a second season.
Well, I heard two different things. I heard one that it quote unquote ended, and it will be continued in another form, like that narrative.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how that looks, because that would be kind of weird. But I did hear that it ended, but I didn't hear it was quote unquote canceled, because I mean, it is a cliffhanger ending. So how could that just end like that and then pick up in a comic book? But I mean, excuse me, pick up in another movie or something.
Yeah. When does the Avengers come out? Will Trump still be president?
Yeah, he will.
Oh, okay.
Well, I heard he's sick, so hopefully not. I don't know where I read that. I read that somewhere yesterday. I heard he has like some sort of thing going on. Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, it's yeah.
Are we gonna Teddy Roosevelt this guy? Was that the one that got sick and had to leave? Who got polio out of his office?
Teddy Roosevelt.
Okay, yeah.
Teddy Roosevelt. So speaking of Marvel, is DC back?
Yo, DC is low key back. It's kind of back. It's kind of back. I mean, it's not back to me. As the Marvel head that I am, I saw Superman. But here's the thing: is it back or is it back? Like, for me, I'm not so sure. I'm not fully convinced it's back. Superman's a massive hit. Let's just keep it real. I saw it. I thought it was mid.
What?
But I'll tell you why I thought it was mid.
Okay. I haven't seen it.
Because I embrace the darkness.
Okay.
And I live for the night. So the happy return, the Superman, Christopher Reeves is my favorite Superman. So be clear.
Yeah.
I still think that Superman 2 is the greatest Superman movie of all time.
Is that the one with the three villains? Yeah, that was a good one. I think I was like 8 when I came.
That's the GOAT of all Superman movies.
Yeah.
So this one to me just felt overblown. Certain parts of it, I couldn't. My brain. Look, in Superman 1, he flies the Earth backwards.
Yeah,
that was okay when I was a kid. When I was young, I was like, all right, yeah, okay. But when I got older, I was like, come on, dog. Like, what? So when I see some of the things in Superman, I'm just like, well, if I was a kid, this would be classic.
Yeah.
See,
now,
okay.
Not so much.
See, like, I feel like Superman does underuse his powers that we are aware that he has. Like sometimes he has X-ray vision, sometimes he doesn't. And having X-ray vision would have helped him with a certain thing in this movie. Don't want to spoil anything.
Mm-hmm.
What I did like about this movie personally was the fact that, usually Superman is so OP that, like it makes it almost not fair. They figured out a way to humanize him in such a way to where, like, all right, you're Superman, but you're also low-key an idiot. Also, and and you have all these powers, but what really hurts this man and they figured out how to do, and not just kryptonite, right? So they figured out how to play on those emotional heartstrings. And sometimes people put all the weight on like how good is Superman. And David Cornswet, I think he was really good.
He's an Eagles fan.
Was that?
Superman's an Eagles fan, by the way.
Oh, what? Like the actor or the actual Superman?
The actor.
Shout out to Cornswet. I feel like at this point, we've only had a bad Superman, like one bad Superman, and that was Brandon Routh.
Yeah.
Everybody else was dope. Cavill was dope. Reeve was dope. Reeves, the OG one from the TV show Shop Self, allegedly, was dope. But Routh sucked. But Lois Lane was great. And Lex Luthor was snuffable. The other Lex Luthors didn't feel dangerous to me. This Lex Luthor felt dangerous. Like Gene Hackman was great, but he was just a mischievous guy who liked to do stuff.
You're right.
And then the one for the Ralph one, Kevin Spacey, like underutilized. There was no threat level really to Kevin Spacey's Lex Luthor. And the one from the Batman one, like you either liked, the Batman Superman, you either liked them or you didn't. I like the spin.
I like the Facebook, the boy that played Zuckerberg. Yeah.
He was Zuckerberg Luthor.
Yeah.
I even like the way that James Gunn takes people that we know nothing about and makes them wildly interesting. Because like I remember us sitting on here laughing about Mr. Terrific and his abilities. Like I remember the episode where we was like Googling what he can do. I want the series now.
We gotta have the series. We gotta have it. He was so good. My man was so good, bro. And the way Marvel did him, well, not Marvel, but Fox or whoever.
Oh, the X-Men joint?
Yeah, that was nasty work, bro. Nasty.
What was my man's name in that? He was Darwin.
Right. That was the nastiest thing I ever saw in a comic movie. So for him to come back like this, that was dope.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to on my phone. I'm trying to fix it. My computer has to be charged. I didn't watch Superman, but I had to get the popcorn bucket.
Oh, that's official.
Look at how dope this is.
So is it hollowed all the way out?
Yeah, and then it has the Daily Planet.
See, one thing though I will say about these popcorn tins, I mean, like, granted, okay, you turn it on its side, it's good.
And then there's a coin. Look, you put a coin right there.
And that's what makes the thing open?
No, you could just use your imagination.
Okay, so like popcorn tin / piggy bank, multiple use item.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I've seen with some of these popcorn tins is like they're not good for popcorn.
No, they're not.
Like some of them are so hollowed out and so whack that like you're gonna scrape your hands if you have adult hands trying to reach in there to get the popcorn, and you're gonna get like a microwave popcorn bag size of popcorn in that container.
Yeah. I think you're not gonna get a popcorn on here, but I freaking love this. So, but speaking of toys.
Uh-oh. Now, let me ask you something, because I never heard of these things. I never heard of these things until two things happened. Drewski somebody said he looked like one of these, and then Megan Thee Stallion, her boyfriend Clay, the basketball player, bought these for her, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, so these are the new Cabbage Patch Kids, is what you're saying.
No, they're not. We will not compare them to Trolls or the new Cabbage Patch or
what about Tamagotchi?
Or the Gamagotchi. The reason for is because this is something different.
Cabbage Patch was crazy.
Cabbage Patch was crazy. But I love Cabbage Patch Kids. I think because it's a different era, and like once again, we have social media. Back then we didn't. Cabbage Patch was crazy. I'm not gonna you know what? You're right.
Don't act like they weren't the craziest phenomenon almost.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. This might be the new Cabbage Patch.
Over stealing Cabbage Patch Kids, I think from like Alexander's in New York, like back in the early 80s.
Who did?
I had a relative, like my cousin's dad, like he was stealing Cabbage Patch Kids, like flip them on the street, and he got caught, and like he had to do a little bit of a spin.
Wow.
What, for Cabbage Patch?
It was that big of a phenomenon. Like, yo, you
You
like,
know what? So I'm reselling these. So you know what? I hope I don't go do time. But
Yo,
everyone is reselling these things. So the reason why I love this, because you guys know I have to go down a rabbit hole of like toy designers and all this other stuff. So the guy Ming, I think his name is Ming King, or King Ming. He's 38 years old, or no, 28 years old, and he's a multi-billionaire because he started Pop Mart. And then I know that Headcrack, you're doing some verification for me, so please let me know if I'm off on my numbers.
okay,
But he started Pop Mart in 2010. His parents gave him $30,000. When his parents gave him $30,000, he created this thing called blind boxes. Blind boxes are like Pokemon cards. Like, you don't know what you're gonna get in this box, and you have to collect them all. You have to collect like the Have a Seats. This is one of a kind. This is called Wings of Fortune because it has little wings on it. This one's called the Big Into Energy. The Big Into Energy is like luck, serenity, hope, happiness, love, like everything beautiful. And so the thing is that the owner of Pop Mart collaborated with struggling artists, Asian artists, and said, let's turn your artwork into toys, which is really, really, really dope. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times artists are struggling. And so
yeah,
the fact that he created these, so these are called designer toys, like Bear Bricks. Um, these are kind of like these Funko Pops are like designer toys. Like, you're not gonna play with these things, but the thing is with these, you could dress these up. So this came with just this on, but I put on the Louis Vuitton. See, she got Louis Vuitton
okay.
jacket on. You know what I'm saying? This one has the Louis Vuitton right here. Like, you could put on sneakers on these things. This one have little sneakers.
Does Louis Vuitton know this is happening?
Yeah, so let me tell you, Louis Vuitton just recently created their own little Labubu, and they're charging 1,500 for this little like bear, and to counteract what Labubu's doing. But the thing is, why is this so crazy? Why are these Labubus so crazy? It's because, and I even had Headcrack yesterday attempting to do this. I said, you need to understand how hard it is to get these things. You go on the Pop Mart app, right? You go on the Pop Mart app, and then Chuck, you're also in Jersey. I was gonna do some store pickup, so you could just go
yo,
get some.
son, don't be revealing where I be, son.
He rode Dolo state to state.
Yeah, New York, Jersey. I was gonna have you go do some store pickups because these things are hard to get. So on the app, everything is sold out. When you try to get it, these things are like $27. Now, because you can't get them, there are resellers that is like, well, I'm gonna sell you this one since you can't get it for $60 to $90. As a matter of fact, Pharrell did a collaboration with Pop Mart with Labubu last week on his. He created a Labubu, and it was auctioned off for over $150,000, and it
Mm.
was so. The thing is, America, we're late to the game. We are now learning about what is Labubu. Labubu was started in Asia, and it got really big in Asia because of a K-pop artist from Blackpink. She went ahead and just dressed up her Labubu, took a picture this past December, and was all like, and everyone in Asia and the UK was like, what is this thing? Especially if you're into like K-pop, anime, toy collecting, like, you want to know, like, what is this new toy thing or whatever. And she dressed it up. So after that, it went viral. Like, it went viral. Everyone was at Pop Mart fighting over these things, and everything. And so the owner of Pop Mart was like, I'm shutting down the ones in the UK because y'all keep on fighting. And this is not what Pop Mart is, culture is about. It's about love, peace, happiness. And so he ends up shutting it down for like a month. And then in America, how it got popular here is the Met Gala. So during the Met Gala, you saw ASAP Rocky, Rihanna, Madonna, all these people with these, and they're wearing these as like purse charms, on your book bag, on your belt or whatever. They're wearing these, dressing them up. Some people are tattooing their Labubu so it can look gangster. Like, people have different things of what they're doing with their Labubus. And so they are, so then after that, big into energy, which is these colorful pastel tie-dye ones. They like tie-dye. They drop the end of April, and America has been going crazy. So we are late to the game on it, but we are going crazy. I just came back from LA, and Labubu was everywhere. Labubu was on Crenshaw. Labubu was in South Central. Labubu was in the Fashion District. Labubu was on Melrose. Like, Labubu is that they're making Labubu everything in California. And yeah, and I don't see this craze going down. I mean, I look at it like this. Trump put the tariffs on China, and China was like, I'm giving you Labubu. And
Wow.
so
You'll get that money back one way or another.
one way or another. And this, the fact that I like the fact that we're supporting artists, because of the fact, like, this is also like the hip hop in us with the graffiti art, we're supporting artists. And we are, so I know where our money is going, you know what I'm saying? And if we're able to even buy one off the app, they're hard to get. They're like really hard. And I love the fact that they're kind of hard to get, because it turns into that like FOMO. Like, I want one now. You know what I'm saying? Because no one could get it, so I want one. And when you're on the app, it's literally like playing like you're gambling. Like, you're trying to touch these boxes and scroll to the next one. They all say sold out, sold out. And Shamar's asleep right now, but I wanted to show you all. I got him the big gigantic one. He's gonna chrome heart it out, but the eyes flip into different type
What's
of things.
that mean? What's chrome hearted out mean?
It's a
It's
designer.
like, a fashion line.
Yeah,
Jim
fashion
Jones kind
line.
of helped make it popular a little bit.
Yeah. So it's that. Now they are, as of yesterday, they are outselling the retailers of Mattel, Hasbro, and other toy companies. And on TikTok, they're saying like, "Oh, these are little demons." And they're saying like, "Oh, it comes from a demon, like it's some demon, some that like kids or something." And the guy that created this, if you're into folk, like, because they call Cabbage Patch Kids demons. They
Really?
said they were evil. Yeah, they said they were evil because the way that they looked. They called the Trolls doll evil. They even at the time called Barbie
Who's they?
evil. Raggedy Ann was evil.
Well, that Annabelle doll that looks like
Yeah, the Annabelle, but now we know that now. But at the time, Raggedy Ann, like, I had a Raggedy Ann. They was like, that look like anything that is just looks funny or whatever. I don't know. But this thing, the owner the guy that created this, he's Chinese, and he went to the Netherlands, studied there, and he learned about Nordic fantasy stories and folklore and mystical, like elves and fairies and things like that. And the Labubu is basically an elf.
Interesting looking elf, I would say, but
It is, but it's also where the story Where the Wild Things Are.
Oh, that was in that. Oh, I didn't mean to throw this on stage right away. I was just trying to add it, but like,
I love it.
When you mentioned the Cabbage Patch Kids, these original Cabbage Patch Kids from like, I think 1950 something look gross. Like, these are some scary. Like, yeah, I would say that these dolls were demons. Or like,
pastors were trying to bless them things back in the day. They were trying to burn them. They were saying they look at it. See?
Well, that's
oh no, that's something else. I don't know what that is.
Oh, like, what the hell?
Yeah, they always called. But I look at it like this: if he's Chinese, he's a multi-billionaire. Of course, there's going to be a machine to shut down what he's doing with Pop Mart and these Labubus.
I mean, you can't stop the culture. People going to get and find what they're looking for no matter what. It seems like it's a cycle. There's always something coming out that has this sort of like rabid fandom, and hopefully, like, being that it is paying back into the artist, hopefully the benefit. I wish they could figure out a way to do something like that with music.
Yeah.
Other than just like, hey, buy my merch. that kind of thing.
Yeah, you have Funko did it, has done it with a music artist. Like, I have Kid and Play, Salt and Pepper, TLC, Run DMC, Funkos.
Well, the action figures did that too, because I remember when they dropped, being in the business that we're in, we sometimes conveniently get to know people. So when they dropped the third base joint that had Search and Pete, I hit Pete like, "Yo, y'all eating off this?"
Right.
He was like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, then I call him, order it. Because
Yeah.
because you
Yeah.
want to make sure the money is supporting the people that you want to be supporting. So like,
Yeah.
I was happy about that.
Yeah, I think that like that's the wave. Like it's about designer toys. Like cuz kids are really not playing with toys like that. They're on everything electronics, but they want something cool in their room, which is why Bear Bricks is crazy. Bear Bricks is still big,
That's a
but now
different
you got
thing.
the Labubu. You got I'm heading to Comic-Con next week, and we are yeah, and then and what's his name? Yakamashi. What's his name? Takamashi Yakam. What's the guy, the designer that makes the little colorful little plush, and he has toys, but he also has clothes.
You got me. I don't know about
Shamar, no, he's an artist too. Like, and that's another thing too. I think that like artists are trying to. I mean, they have created a lane for pop culture for you just don't get the artwork, but you get a rug or you get a designer toy or you know what I'm saying, or a plush, something like that. I think that so for whether you are a drawing artist or whether you are a recording artist, this is like a big lane. I really want to go to Designer Con, you know what I'm saying? Because it really goes into like all of these type of like, these collectibles from different artists, whether they're music or whether they are drawing.
Yo, like you're like a special ops agent as it relates to like certain niche fandom. Because like like I was like, Chuck, I never heard of Labubu until you said it. Then all of a sudden it was activated, and then I started hearing about it nonstop and started running into people who was actually going to your upcoming Labubu event.
Yeah, we
And
had Labubu party.
so it's
I'm
wild.
just tired of hearing La Boo Boo. La Boo Boo. La Boo sounds like a baby that poops the pants too much. Little Boo
La
Boo.
boo boo. Have you heard the song the trap? La boo boo, la boo boo.
Nah.
I'm purposely doing that too, Chuck. So on your algorithm, it's gonna start coming up with a lot of Labubu, and you're gonna be like, "What the heck?" So if I keep saying it,
Yeah, see, like,
Oh,
I keep
please,
my
God,
timeline
no.
sacred. I protect the sacred timeline. I make sure there's no weird stuff.
Right now, all my friends must just look at girls half naked because that's what's in my Explorer feed every time. I'm like, yo, son, what is going on? And then you see who likes stuff, and you'd be like, oh, I get it.
Oh,
yeah,
that's the
yeah,
real expose. That little feature that they added where you see, because like at first I thought that was showing people that like your thing. Then when I started clicking, I was like, oh, that's what you're into. That's what's up.
I know, I
Now I'm gonna
know.
look for you and Lil Boo Boo.
Yeah, you're gonna see Labubu everything. But it's funny because I'm having this Labubu party because my son. I got to tell this funny story. Okay, so my son told me about this Labubu in the end of May. So
Mhm.
we're at the kiosk at the mall, and he's all like, "Mom, they're selling these Labubus for $25." I'm like, "What's a Labubu?" So he shows me on eBay that they're going for 100 to 300, $400, $500. So you know me in regards to like toy collecting, collectibles, wanting to make a flip type of person. So I was all like, "Oh, let's get two of them then." So we get two of them. And so I'm like, "Oh, look at mine, what I got. Look at this one, y'all."
What?
That's kind of interesting.
It looks
So
like
hold on,
something
look at
else.
his head turns around.
Because I feel like it's deeply rooted in Munchie Chi, right? You remember
Yeah,
the
he
Munchie?
kind of
Yeah.
like Munchie,
No,
but hold on,
son,
look at
you
this
right.
one.
You
Look
right.
at
Hold up, man. That looks like Monchichi.
it
with
is it
with
looks like
different color
Munchie
hair.
Cheese. Yo, and Munchie Cheese is coming back, by the way. They have Munchie Cheese everywhere now in Asia. But look at so I got this thing and I was like, this thing is ugly, right? So I got it, and so I go into another store. Yup, Munchie Cheese.
Lawsuit. That looked like Michael Jackson in The Wiz.
Okay, so you see how long his neck, like the neck is. This is like, so I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna resell this thing. So I go into another store,
Mhm.
and the other store had boxes and they're selling them for $80, $70, and they had more of these kind. So this person next to me says, "Oh no, you got a lafufu." I
You got
said,
ripped
"What?" I was like, "This is a labubu." They said, "No, that's a lafufu.
because
That's
the
the
neck was too long.
because it's a fake Labubu. They making Look at the difference, y'all. Look how this is real and this is fake.
But it's real in a fake term. Like they got a real name, and it's something that people are getting.
Yeah, this
As
is
a guy,
called.
I respect them both. I mean,
But look at, and then this one doesn't look at, this head turns around. This head don't even, it takes a lot for the head to turn
oh,
around. This is, and then also, okay, so then I'm like, oh no, we can't be caught up in having the lafufu when we want the labubu. So I went down the rabbit hole. That's why I know everything about these things, because I wanted to make sure I don't get caught up buying a lafufu. I want the labubu. So if you put a UV light around this, then this won't light up, but this will light up. They also, some of them also have UV lights on the bottom. This one won't have a UV light. This one will. Like if I put and it would have a pop mark, but the older ones don't have the UV light on here. So there's a whole bunch of different, like there's a tutorial to know which one is your lafufu or a labubu.
see, that reminds me of like back in the 80s when Transformers came out and they like started to put those color changing decals on them to let you know what was the real one and the fake one. Like when you rub the thing and like if it said, that was like,
Yeah,
there's levels to this bootlegging thing. That's just so crazy.
it
So
is. They're elevating this, and there's a market for the lafufu. It's called, like, if you get the most ugliest lafufu, and some of these lafufus are bald. Yo, they are scary looking. And this one, Shamar's like, throw this thing away because he says that the eyes look like they're kind of following you.
that must be a demon one.
Yeah, I think these are the demons ones that they're
Like that.
thinking are demons.
Something scary. So look, I want to switch gears just a little bit because
Okay.
I know we don't have much time. Fantastic Four is on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
excited.
do you guys have any predictions? And also, what are the stakes with it? Like, what are we've had two successful Marvel. Well, we've had successful and good Marvel movies, depending on how you feel about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know that we feel like with Superman we can say, oh, DC's back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is that is that what the Fantastic Four is?
I feel like with the Marvel fandom, bro, they're like Prince's mom, never satisfied. I think the bar has been raised so high with some of the previous things that they've done that, like, yo, man, you could jump over the Grand Canyon on foot and people still wouldn't be impressed.
Yeah.
You look at what the Captain America movie was, and and for whatever reason, people felt like, oh, it was whack. I think there's a lot of racism sprinkled in that. But I look at the miracle of the fact that that movie was made, because that was 4 different movies that had 4 different outcomes. That was scissored and sawed and stitched and Frankenstein together to make a film. So the fact that they even made a cohesive movie, citizen can't clap, right? The Thunderbolts, a lot of people, everyone who saw it reviewed it well.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't see it.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a movie that was way better than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
And my mind was blown, but and Marvel's still in this space. And then I feel like I know the whole plot of this Fantastic Four movie. I feel like I know how it's gonna end. I feel like I know what's gonna happen. Like, so many things have been spoiled, but I still can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited that I feel like Fantastic Four is going to really give us exactly what we need before Avengers. To understand this whole thing with Avengers. I think that we're getting little hints of it in like we got it in Thunderbolts, we got it in Ironheart, and we also got it in our girl, what's her name? The witch one.
Agatha.
Agatha, oh my God, Agatha has so many gems to take us into. It's like all leading up to what we're all waiting for, which is the next Avengers. And I'm excited about Fantastic Four because I feel like what's it called, incursion?
Excursion?
Yeah, I think that we're gonna really go more into that with Fantastic Four, so we could really get prepared for Avengers. I'm heading to Comic-Con next week, and there's no Marvel, and I'm feeling a certain way about it, but
Oh, they're
but
sitting out. They're
yeah, in Hall H, they're sitting out. But the big thing is George Lucas. George Lucas, first time ever coming to Comic Con.
Oh, word.
I think since 1980. I think he was there in 1980 something, I think, but or the early 90s. But this George Lucas is coming, so that's like the biggest thing. But yeah, they're sitting out Marvel. So I think that so what's even more excitement around what we're all waiting for, which is going to be Avengers. You know.
Well, I think one thing I feel very strongly about is that Kevin Feige
Yeah.
is quitting.
What?
Um, he's leaving. If I'm
What?
Yeah, I'm almost positive he's leaving. I think after let me just look it up, but yeah,
I heard he might go over to DC.
yeah, man,
No.
yeah.
Oh man.
I mean,
So
what else can you do?
Uh,
I mean, yeah, what else can you do? Like, my thing is, I think what Marvel has done wrong is that um they've overloaded us with too much content, and that's a Disney thing.
yeah.
Apparently. Oh wait. Oh, I just saw this. No, Kevin Feige is not leaving Marvel.
Thank
Viral
God.
moment explained.
Ah,
Okay, good.
Okay, all right,
Good
all
job.
right.
Good
So
job. Thank God.
shame on me for not reading articles.
Oh
Shame
yeah,
on me.
see, it's
they
the
got you a
algorithm.
clickbait title.
That was probably DC that created that.
Allegedly they begged him to come to DC. But yeah. So anyway. Yeah, everybody's busy, kids are preoccupied, we're busy, so I still haven't finished Agatha or whatever. I still, it's too much. Loki, I never finished Loki.
Oh,
Oh
Loki,
my
yeah, but
God.
Loki is definitely worth finishing.
Low
Okay.
key
Like
is
I stalled
definitely.
out two in Agatha, and it's just one of those things when I think about things I need to watch because I get to watch TV like right before I go to bed. Like
Yeah.
it slips my mind, right? But now Loki is must see TV,
Yeah.
especially as it relates to. I think you'll look at Deadpool and Wolverine with a different lens
Yeah.
if you
Okay.
finish Loki. Because did you even finish season one?
I don't. Yeah, I think I finished season 1.
Okay,
Oh,
Yeah,
season 2 is the GOAT. Season 2 is the GOAT
and
of
that's
all
with
GOATs.
Majors, right?
the major
Yes, it's the GOAT of all.
release.
Oh my God, it's so good. And you're gonna be even more upset that they dropped Jonathan Majors.
I think we're gonna see him again.
I think
I
so
think
too.
so. They got to do it. Just do it.
Yeah, because
It's
especially the
over.
fact, like the way that they set up with Loki with Jonathan Majors. Oh my God. Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just wonder how this whole Kang thing is gonna play out, in
Yeah.
the transition with, Doom. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
is it gonna be a quick wash? You know what I mean? Or like, because like it's definitely too big for that character to die off camera. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like how they set up Black Panther 2. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you got to show us how you got rid of a million Kangs.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that was a million Kangs.
Right. Yeah.
That was
Exactly.
definitely a
Like,
problem.
yeah, it has to be some what's it called again? Incursion?
Yeah,
Like it has to be a whole planet that you just killed all the kings. And we
yeah.
want to see that. We want to see how you killed all the kings. Like it has to be something, on there. So, but
It
yeah.
can't be done. So
Well,
they
real quick, so being that you're getting ready for Comic Con, I want to show this off real quick. There's like exclusives that always take place at Comic Con. They be having certain things you
Yes.
can't get nowhere else. Now, if you're a Star Wars fan, you know this epic battle right here. Homie had
Yep.
the high ground. Uh,
Yep.
this is when Anakin went from his modeling career to being asthmatic on permanent Primatine Mist.
I know. You know what's so funny about this one though, this toy is like we love that epic fight, right? But when he did the whole baton twirl,
Mhm.
Mhm.
I was like, "What are you doing, Anakin?"
But
Like,
but look at the points of articulation. You can even
yeah,
do a game of mercy if you look at those hands right there.
I know.
The lightsaber behind the back. Like I haven't
Yeah,
copped a Star Wars figure in a while, but this definitely might have to get acquired remotely or something.
yeah, that's an epic fight right there.
All right, now I think we're in your wheelhouse. Marvel Legends, Game vs Savage 3-land pack. You up on this one,
Oh,
Chuck?
Just a little bit. That's Conan's realm, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marvel really dropped the freaking ball with this, all of this, but Conan the Barbarian in particular. That when Game of Thrones happened, I was like, yo, this is where you do it.
Yeah.
This is the entry point. But I got old comics that have all this represented.
Oh, so this is Rogue and probably Shorty from let me read the thing. Savage 3 Land Pack, Rogue, Starrun, and Shauna the She-Devil, all reimagined as Marvel Legends Gameverse line.
I love it.
How did Rogue get in there? I don't know.
They just
I don't understand.
I'm surprised it's not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Collaboration.
They're so slutty. Those damn. Y'all care about Beyblades?
No.
Me neither. All right, let's see what else got going on. All right, that retro Ghostbusters.
Ooh, I love that one.
The neon Ecto one with the glow, man. That's dope.
That's dope. That's a dope toy right there. We need a bigger house. We need a certified squad content house.
Yeah.
Word. Let's do it.
Yeah. We need that. So everyone, make sure y'all subscribe, click, tell your friends, so we could get us a certified squad content house.
Because they didn't even drop stuff like this when they had similar ones like where the eyes pop out and all that other stuff, but neon glow Winston.
I like the neon glow because I bet you it looks dope when you
boom, there you go.
Yeah, there it is.
Ecto
did
glow
y'all ever, when things were glowing, did y'all ever run to the bathroom, turn off the lights so you could see how it glowed?
You had to. You had no choice.
Or you could get under the covers.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah,
over you. Light it up.
Yeah.
Now this one is near and dear to my heart because I'm a big G.I. Joe fan, and like I've watched every episode of the original Hasbro run. I had to abandon it when they switched over to Deke because the show just got stupid. But there was one episode where Cobra was using mind control to control people, and they had Zartan and the Dreadnoughts form a band called Cold Slither. And they never made the action figures, but Super 7 made the 3.75-inch action figures. I just ordered them last week, but now they're coming out with the classified series, full body style. And I do love this because if you did collect the 7-inch Marvel figures, these G.I. Joe classified figures are that height. So with your adult big hands, you can now feel like a child. Because I remember when I first started rebuying G.I. Joe action figures, I'm like, damn, I don't remember them being this small.
Right.
You're just a big ass adult now, and your hands are big. That's why.
Exactly.
So these 7-inch figures are right on time, and the attention to detail, the drum set, the guitars.
Those guitars are dope too.
Hell yeah. And they even got the Springfield Theater box set for it to come in.
I love that. G.I. Joe.
Okay.
American Hero.
That was the only updates that they had at this time when I checked on the website. But it's
there's so much stuff. So I did not know, y'all know this is my first con. I did not know that I have to RSVP on the lottery before yesterday, which I did end up doing. So make sure you all, I'm gonna FaceTime you guys when I'm going through. Let me know if or I'm probably thinking about like Headcrack told me to get these Meta glasses. I think I'm just gonna live stream from Certified Squad. And you guys just let me know, text me, look on the live stream, let me know what you guys want to get as I'm going through. But I did get lottery for Pop Mart because I'm into these blind boxes now, but Pop Mart, I did get it for you love the Gungam, what they call Gungam? Gungam. So I got lottery for Gungam.
Okay.
Yep, I got the lottery to go do whoever's the owner, I think it's Tamashi or something like that, or I don't know. I don't want to mess up the name, but I got that. And I also got it for the Mattel. So the lottery for the Mattel, and then some other ones I just saw. I was like, let me just do that. Oh, and I got the lottery to meet McFarlane.
Oh, shoot.
To do a signing of McFarlane and the Simpsons and the cast.
Seth MacFarlane or
Seth MacFarlane.
Because there's also McFarlane who did Spawn. I was like,
I got hype over Spawn.
It could have been.
I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah, and then I got the lottery to meet Daryl Dixon from Walking Dead.
Okay.
And the cast of Paradise. I really want to meet.
That's a good show. I gotta.
We love Paradise, and then as well as the Simpsons.
Oh, word. Like,
Yes, I'm gonna
Yo,
get
The
my phone
Simpsons
call.
is so crazy, bruh. I'm not that huge of a Simpson fan, but I love Simpson t-shirts, so I wear them all the
Yeah,
time.
they are dope.
Anytime I wear a Simpsons t-shirt, I can be in the middle of Dixieland, and somebody be like, "Yo, I like that." You know, they'll be like, "That shirt is awesome, man."
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you know what
yo,
I'm
did you
saying?
ever have the black ones back in the day when it was
Of
bootlegging?
course, Black
Man,
Bart, of course,
now you can
bro.
still
Yeah.
buy those off of eBay.
Yeah, yo, I want
Oh,
to. You know what? Send me the link. I miss having the black Bart Simpson in the '80s. That I mean the
Facts,
'90s. Those were so dope, and he was all dressed in hip hop gear, cross colors.
Yeah.
facts,
Yeah, I
facts.
had the Black Simpson. The Black Simpsons was dope. They were
Yo, hip
dope.
hop used to make everything black. Remember Bugs Bunny? They would
Yeah.
drape everything,
The
and to make it hip hop.
the only one we didn't make black was Goofy because we always felt Goofy was black.
Right.
Especially
Facts.
with the Goofy movie, like we was like that
Yeah.
is our hip hop black movie.
Yo, I
Didn't a
didn't
black man do
understand.
that? A black man did that, right?
If you watched Atlanta, that is the
Yeah,
takeaway
if you
that you
watch
have. But I don't think that was like
I
100%
think it
accurate.
was. No, there's a whole documentary about it. A
Are you
black
sure it
man
wasn't the
accidentally,
Atlanta one?
Who
huh?
wrote the Goofy movie? I
A
have to look.
black
Yeah.
man accidentally became like the president of Disney
No,
somehow.
no,
No,
that was
no,
off of
like
a
that episode of Atlanta was that good to where it is now canon, but that's not what
You
happened.
sure?
Yo,
yes.
you want to see do you really want to see who wrote the Goofy movie? Do you really want to see?
Yo,
Hold
Charles
on, 'cause
Charles
I do
Gambino
see
did a
it.
great job
Documentary.
with that one. That Chuck feels that was real.
Wait, no.
It's
Wait a
still
minute.
real to me,
Wait.
damn it. That's
No,
gonna
no,
be
no. Y'all playing games with me.
No, we're not.
that's Jim Megan. I mean, he might know
Nah,
some
well,
black
wait.
people.
Nah,
He
wait,
created
wait,
the
wait, wait.
Goofy movie.
Yeah.
A Goofy movie, Powerline.
We're gonna.
Okay, that's
That was
not
the
one.
Atlanta episode, Chuck.
Hold on.
Charles Gambino did that good.
Yo, he killed it, man.
That's funny. Chuck was
Damn.
like, "Yes, he accidentally made." This is
Yeah,
hilarious.
so Chuck was expecting
We're
to
gonna clip
do
this. We clipping this. We clipping this one. This is
What's
hilarious.
this? Oh no, wait. Hold up. You might be right.
That's not real.
But yo, if this is not an album cover,
I know.
Wait, let me see. Hold on. Oh no, this is based on Atlanta?
yeah.
Holy crap. Are you serious? What the hell? What the hell? Hold up, yo.
Let me see this more.
Oh no. Wait. What's going on?
Yo, we clipping this. This is funny.
Everything you know is a lie.
What the heck's going on right now, yo?
Man.
Oh no, I gotta
Man,
look
the
this
internet-
up. I'm
the
cracking up. Now
internet
you're
is-
making me look crazy. What? Oh no.
Yo, that's why Atlanta needs to come back as even if it's not
I-
Atlanta, like I would watch fake documentaries about real things if it was written as well as that episode of Atlanta was. Because
What's going on?
when that episode was over, I wanted to see the Goofy movie. And I pulled my phone and I was like, really? Did this? And like, oh, okay. That was great, right? It was so well done.
It was so well done. I actually thought it too until I Googled it and I was like, oh, yeah, that wasn't real.
I think I'm gonna make this a cover for something. I don't know what.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have AI switch him out, make him be me. That's wild, man. But yo, man, love is love, man. It's always good to see you. Have fun at Comic-Con.
Yes, I'm gonna stream live, so make sure you guys subscribe, follow, tell your friends. I'm streaming live from Comic-Con. You're gonna see all the goofiness, and so I am cosplaying. I want it to be Storm, and this goes into what Chuck was saying on our last one, which I need to post that actual clip because we're getting closer to Comic-Con in regards to body order. So I ordered on Amazon a Storm outfit, and I have my white wig. And I was like, oh, I put it on, and I was like, I didn't put on the sleeves yet. And I'm like, I know I don't smell bad. It was the costume.
Oh.
The
Oh.
costume smelled so bad, and I returned it, sent it back. I'm not getting another one. So I came up with the idea with my white wig. I am going to be Black Cat from Spider-Man.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
that's dope.
yeah. So I'm gonna be her, and then I'm also gonna recycle my lady pool. I'm also gonna recycle being what's her name, Princess Leia, because I only wore that costume once. I mean, come on. I mean, it's like I'm not gonna spend all this money on all these
Okay, but
different
also do
cosplays.
understand it's a different type of hot in San Diego.
Oh, it is.
So you have to use the deodorant that has all the chemicals in it.
Okay.
None of that aluminum free stuff.
Lithium,
Yeah,
aluminum,
yeah. You want all the chemicals,
oxides.
all of them, just for a couple days.
Just, yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, we, and then I always bring my oils, for you guys out there. There's those essential oils. Put your essential oils, then put perfume or cologne on.
They
You
ain't
know
doing that. They ain't doing that.
that.
They
Yeah,
ain't
it's only gonna be us out there smelling like cocoa butter and good stuff. Everybody else is gonna be thugging it out in the wild.
Like juices and berries. We go.
It's gonna be funk and berries.
Funkenberry.
Funkin'
Oh
berries.
my God.
Sound like
So
a
yeah,
cereal. Sound like an 80s cereal. Funkin' berries.
It's like the black
Funkin'
monster you didn't know about. Ooh, it's Funkenberry. He's like Bootsy and stuff.
Right. Lord
yeah.
Funkenberry.
I'm so excited about this thing, and I've been looking at on YouTube. Shout out to all the folks that's been giving me the pregame, the tips, all of that stuff. So I'm gonna make sure that I have my big book bag of my little portable chairs, just in case I got to sit down. All these things. So I'm excited. First Comic Con bucket list, check. So I wish you guys were joining me this year.
Me too.
Now you've
Yeah.
been to other Comic Cons, just not San Diego, right?
I've never been to New York's, and I've never been to
Okay.
San Diego's. So I haven't been to the brand of Comic Con, but of course we have Dragon Con. I've been there several
Okay.
times. Yeah, I went to Walker Con, which was like a Walking Dead
So
con.
Comic Con proper, first time. Okay.
Yeah, first time.
Yeah,
So
man,
yeah,
Comic Con is a special monster, yo. Like, I mean, it's it's the final stage boss of the cons. You know what I mean? Like, usually the biggest announcements get made there. With Marvel taking a knee, Kaepernick in this year, I don't know, like, who's gonna make that big announcement, and maybe it's gonna be George Lucas. Hey, we're gonna get a new Star Wars or like Solo 2. I don't know.
yeah, we do. He got. I saw the timeline. We do have some. Oh, we got Darth Vader series. Yeah.
Oh, like just Vader like Dolo or like
Yeah, it's
oh,
going to be around him, about like these gaps of what happened.
okay.
Yeah, so it's
I'm here
around
for that.
him. Yeah, because we miss. I mean, to be honest with you, they said that adults of our generation are the ones that's consuming all this stuff. So
Mhm.
we want to watch the stuff we grew up on. So they're seeing that, they're listening. That's why Legos are now like freaking Nike Dunks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And more like all this stuff. Oh, we're painting Labubus at the Labubu party,
Hey.
like brick links. I
Yep.
mean, like not like Brickley, but like Bear Bricks.
I am
Yeah,
here for the good time.
yeah,
I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Shout
yeah.
out to
So
Labubu.
shout out to Labubu, shout out to Pop Mart, Kasen Lung who created it. Shout out to him. See, I haven't met him, but he seemed like a really dope person. So if you guys ever meet him, let him know he has a fan,
You all
the
appreciate
artist of Case and Lung. But yeah, so I think that like yeah, so George Lucas with his whole thing is gonna be crazy. But also too, there is some really dope workshops of
it.
hip hop
At
Mm.
that
Comic Con?
yeah,
Yeah.
That's a
yeah.
first.
Yeah,
With
there's a
who?
lot of hip hop ones. I sent it over to you guys. I don't have it by heart, but there is like 5 workshops around hip hop and black culture and black creators.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if my guy Mega Rand was out there because he's always at like a lot of the cons and conventions and things like that. So yeah, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. I can't wait to see the footage you come back with.
Yeah, I'm excited. So
Well, all right, gang, what you been drawing over there, Chuck?
Nothing.
Oh,
I'm looking.
oh
I'm looking through some notebooks to see if I had any drawings, but I don't. I don't see them right now. So
you know,
next time.
yeah, I know who you should draw.
Who?
Good. 1 second. Bear with me for a second. I wish I still had it. Nope. Hold on. Where did it go? Where'd it go? Oh, never mind. Man,
Oh,
I'm
come
sorry for
on.
wasting everyone's time. Hold on a second. Hold on. History. Hold
No,
on.
you're
Go
not
back.
wasting no time. Oh,
You got it. You got. Come on,
Okay.
you
yeah.
can.
Okay, here we go. Hold on. And you should draw. You should draw this man.
Ah, you got it.
I wish I was trying to draw
creator of the Goofy movie.
in our hearts and minds. Unofficial member of the certified squad.
Right, that's a fact. Yo,
That was
crazy,
iconic.
man.
I'm clipping that one. That one right there is hilarious.
Well,
Yeah.
love is love, man. Y'all be safe. Y'all be easy. What does that say?
Goofy.
Goofy. Oh,
Goofy.
yo, graffiti tag. Love it.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Yo, man, y'all stay solid out there. Also, stay
Stay certified.